Good morning and welcome to the next video in the Panini Adrenalyn Excel series. Today we'll be opening the second half of our countdown calendar. If you haven't already, check out part 1. We did get some amazing special cards and of course our first limited edition. We know for sure that there is definitely going to be a second limited edition somewhere in the last 12 windows, so let me know in the comments below which window you think it's going to be in. And as always, throw a like and subscribe, enable notifications so your next video is live. As we get closer to window number 24, with it being Manchester United, it's going to be interesting to see if the cards get better, we get more special cards, or if there's any kind of special packs inside. So as I take the packs out, I'll keep them in order of the windows they come out, and we'll be able to see as we go through. Just to give you an idea of what the windows look like, you peel them back and you have the pack inside. The pack is incredibly packed tight. Have to pop it at the back and it's squashed. So here's 13. I'll get the rest out and be back in a moment. Right, just finished opening window number 16 and pulling the pack. Went to open number 17 and saw something a little bit shiny. So behind 17 we have our second limited edition in Perez. So let's try and get this out. And there we have, as usual, completely bent to squeeze into the tiny window. But it's really nice to have our second limited edition. So I'll carry on with the windows now. So with all the windows open, we have our final 11 packs, numbers 13 to 24. Obviously, we did always have Perez in one of the windows. So let's start with what would have been window number 13. Well, they say 13 can be unlucky, but I think this window has been incredibly lucky. We have a defender from Brighton, a midfielder from Southampton and Sheffield United. We then have a forward for Tottenham, a forward for Liverpool, an elite Firmino, and a forward for Manchester City. It does look incredibly golden. And we have a Raheem Sterling Golden Baller, window number 13, absolutely chuffed. And there we have the code on the back for you there. Moving on to window number 14. We have a midfielder for Liverpool, Wolverhampton and Sheffield United. A forward for Liverpool. We have a bonus Wolverhampton card, which is going to be the team lineup. And then a special card, a midfielder from West Ham. It's going to be a game breaker in Mark Noble. So window number 15. We have a midfielder for Chelsea, a defender for Southampton, and then bonus for Newcastle, which is going to be the crest. A bonus for Liverpool, which is going to be the team lineup. We then have a bonus with nothing on the back, which is the Premier League trophy. I'm going to pop that there. And then a midfielder for Manchester City, a game breaker in Rodrigo. And another code just there for you. So window number 16 this time. And we have a defender for Crystal Palace and for Manchester City. And then a forward for Liverpool and for Fulham. We then have a bonus card for Brighton, which is the logo. And then a defender for Everton, a defensive Rock of Minya. Looks really good. So we already know what was behind window number 17, our limited edition. So let's see what's behind window number 18. We have a defender for Wolverhampton and for Sheffield United and Chelsea. We then have a forward for Wolverhampton. We then have the code. A midfielder for Southampton, which is going to be a hero in Ward-Prowse. And then a midfielder for Chelsea, which is going to be a Mason Mount Diamond. And on to the next window we go. We've got a midfielder for Chelsea and a midfielder for Crystal Palace, and then a forward for West Bromwich and for Manchester United. We then have a West Brom bonus, which is going to be the team lineup. And then a defender for Liverpool, which is going to be a diamond Alexander-Arnold. So we reach window number 20. We have a defender for Chelsea and Wolverhampton, and then a midfielder for Man City and Aston Villa, and then a forward for Burnley. So just the one special card this time, and it is a defender for Wolverhampton. And then we do have a code. Here you go. So if you were opening this around Christmas as an advent calendar, it would only be 4 days to go. And we have the code from the pack just there. We then have a defender for Tottenham, a midfielder for West Brom and for Man City and for Tottenham. First special card is a West Ham midfielder. It's going to be a hero in Snodgrass. And then we do have a defender for Manchester City, a Lightning Kyle Walker. A little bit of a tidy up as we enter our final 3 packets. So this should be the 22nd of December. And we have a defender for Tottenham, midfielder for Sheffield United, and then a forward for Chelsea and for Burnley. We then have the code, a goalkeeper special card for Leicester, which is going to be a top keeper in Kasper Schmeichel, and then a forward for Fulham, and Elite Mitrovic. So I'll just pop them there. Pack number 23. So this is like Christmas Eve. And we have a defender for Manchester City and then a defender for Aston Villa. We then move on to a bonus of Brighton, which is the team lineup. We then have a bonus for Fulham, which is also going to be the team lineup. We then have a goalkeeper special card for Brighton, a hero in Matt Ryan, and then a goalkeeper for Liverpool in Alisson. And then the pack code just there. So as we get to Christmas Eve and pack number 24, you can see all the previous windows. I think it's safe to say that either window 13 or window 17 has been the best so far. Really excited to see what 24 holds. So here we go. And we have a goalkeeper for Man United, midfielder for Burnley and West Brom, and then a forward for West Ham. We get a midfielder for Manchester United in McTominay, and then a midfielder in Chelsea, a Mason Mount Diamond, and a code just there. And there we have it, all of our special cards from numbers 13 to 24. I really hope you've enjoyed going through this with me. We also have a couple of codes for you. We've got one there and one just there. As always, let me know in the comments how your collection's going. One last code. And until next time, goodbye.